M. Sabby writes from Oklahoma, why are the updates posted on the BP website vaguely worded? The live video feeds seem intended more to mollify than to inform in a meaningful way when there is not enough detailed, specific, concrete information about what we see there.
So, what I'd say to Mr. Sabby is that if they're vague, I'm going to go back and I'm going to talk to people and say, you know, sharpen this up, be clear. Not sure exactly what he's referring to. We have had a camera there looking at the oil spill that's coming out of the well from the very beginning. They're done with, there's about 14 robots down there, and sometimes they move off and other ones are in place. There's maintenance that need to be done, and we've had well operations where I'm sure some very strange things are happening on the screen and people can't follow it. And we talked about that. So in the coming weeks, as we do additional things around that wellhead and change the flow, we are going to try to put in there sort of a bubbled caption of what people are seeing, how they see it. We're even talking about one of our engineers maybe having a verbal way of sort of saying, here's what's happening now, because we realize it's confusing.
I'm glad you brought up that, Cameron, because people have talked about being riveted by that image. And I'm wondering if maybe the company thought it was a good idea on day 7, 8, or 14 when you thought you were going to get control of this thing, but now in days 70, 71, and 72, it's as much a blessing as a curse that people can still see that gusher coming out of the surface of the Gulf.
And it's a good reminder for us, too. We see it, and it puts a sense of urgency in everybody. You know, the age, here we are in 2010, the insatiable appetite for information, explanation, the almost instantaneous desire for this, and knowing that, that's why we put it out there. We knew that it was going to in some ways make our life more difficult in terms of we're going to have to apply a lot of attention now to explaining what was happening, and we do. We put that out there. The video feeds originally went in the Department of Interior, Department of Energy, and Coast Guard and ourselves in the early days, and then we were asked to put feeds into certain members of Congress. We've done that, and then we've been, people have said, well, we haven't provided high resolution enough video, and we haven't always been as quick to respond on those things. But we're not hiding anything, and we do not have huge staffs of people to respond to all the information requests, but we're trying and doing the best we can with this.
Bob Dudley is the president and CEO of BP's Gulf Coast Restoration Organization. He's joined us at BP headquarters in Houston. Mr. Dudley, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Ray. Thank you to be here.
And thanks for joining us in this unique collaboration between the PBS NewsHour, YouTube, and Google. Your questions from around the country and around the world put directly to Bob Dudley. From Houston, I'm Ray Suarez from the PBS NewsHour. Thanks for joining us.